I said that I love you so.
Changing the way you listen to radio, listen to radio, listen to radio.
It goes down right here on iLive Radio.
Yo, this is Razan here, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you, we listen to radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Cy Smith, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
My beautiful people, it's your man Tayanas, and right now you got it locked to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio around the world, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Gwendolyn Collins, aka The Storyteller, and guess what? I am working on my third solo project, Storytelling Side 3, Hello Again. It would be so cool if you would partner with me in what will probably be the most personal and deepest story I've ever told through my music. Please check out my crowdfunding campaign by going to Indiegogo.com. That's INDIEGOGO.com. And just search for me, Gwendolyn Collins. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Mwah.
Vibes and Vinyl is here every Friday live at 8 p.m. on iLiveRadio.com. Formerly of Toronto's FM radio airwaves, DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad are in the house once again to continue their tradition, promoting great house music to the world. You will hear exclusive releases and sometimes traveling back in time via some of the best disco, soul, funk, and house. So keep it locked and enjoy the ride. DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad have provided their listeners since 1996. Vibes and Vinyl in your face.
Join me, Uncle Funky, at noon Eastern Standard Time every Saturday for our music show, Give Me the Night, here on iLive Radio, and enjoy a nooner like no.
Attention, all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent urban styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our urban music nation. All urban music followers under one umbrella. Urban Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of urban music. Free memberships are available now. urbanmusicnation.ca. Urban Music. One voice. Strength in unity.
Hi, my name is Derek Roach, local musician, music producer, and educator in Toronto. I hope everyone is safe and healthy during this time and keeping busy making your life and those lives around you better. I've created a support page for all local Toronto and Ontario musicians and entertainers called Toronto Musicians Fight for COVID-19 Revenue Rights. Our mission is to fight for the loss of income for all Toronto, Ontario musicians and entertainment professionals due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. Recently, we've learned that the government is thinking about not extending the $2,000 we get per month. We need the CERB program extended and continued into 2021 until they will allow us back to work. If you have concerns or have been affected by this, please join our group. Thank you for taking your time to listen, and a big thanks to Jason Henry from iLive Radio for supporting local musicians, entertainers, and entertainment venues.
You're listening to iLive Radio, www.iliveradio.com.
Honey drop.
We are in a state of emergency. Emerge and see. Don't panic. The reports are real. Another black man died the other day in the form of people responsible call themselves human beings. But don't panic. Emerge and see. See the truth. No one is coming to save you. But don't panic. You don't need them to. Emerge and see. See that you're hated because of your greatness, your beauty, your intelligence, your strength. The very fact that racism exists means you matter. Think about it.
Honey drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. You are locked into iLive Radio. My name is Lucia Dee, and this set that we have here for the next 2 hours, this is Honey Drop, y'all. And if you are able to see me right now, you can see that I am finally back in the station, back in the studios. We are right now 1 week in to opening back up our little station home for broadcast, and there's some very strict protocols, of course, right? But it feels good to be back in here. It's different doing it in the woman cave at home, right? But before we jump into things today, I have not been here for 2 weeks. So in the past 2 weeks that I've not been here, some really outrageous things have gone on in the world. And I would not be myself if I didn't speak on it. So I don't think I'm ready at this particular moment. I want to groove out and just let the sound settle me in a little bit. And then we're going to talk about some things. But I want you guys to pay a little bit of attention to the groove this evening, right? Of course, there's going to be that honey sweet vibe you're accustomed to, because I need that in my life. And, y'all need it too. But there's some gems in here. There are some words and some vibes that are very particular to the times that we're going through right now. The first joint that we started off with, a tall black guy who is a past Beats Beneath feature producer, an artist that I absolutely love, part of the playlist. He's doing some work with Zoe right now. He released this week an album called Restless As We Are, and it's about 8 tracks, if my mind serves me correctly. And we started off with one of them joints, and it's words, right? It's commentary that is relevant still today, called Emerge and See Part 1, featuring Coyote Gray. This track here, Under the Sound of My Voice, this one is featuring the angelic voice of Devin Morrison, As the Night Moves. And on first take of this track, absolutely gives me that Marvin Gaye-esque kind of feel, right? Devin Morrison in that voice. But as we go through the evening, as we go through the tracks, there are definitely some feelings I think I'm trying to get out of me, right? I am a black woman, and I am a black woman first. I can be nothing but. Like, it's here, it's my skin, it envelops all of me. And the fact that this beautiful skin that I and we live in and inhabit and are wrapped in could be taken as such a threat to people that our lives become extinguishable, unimportant, devalued, that they would shoot us, kill us, put their knees on our necks for the simple act of being. So yeah, I got a lot inside of me. I really, really want to just vibe out, but you know, definitely there's some things that we got to get off our chest, right? Because it's necessary, right? No holds barred. We're going to talk about some things. All right, so big up to everybody I see rolling here with me on Facebook Live. To those of you on to.iliveradio.com, stay locked with me. If you're on TuneIn, bless you. If you're on iTunes, wherever you're hearing the sound of my voice right now, thank y'all for locking in and spending the time with me. We're gonna have a vibe tonight, all right, y'all? So let's go. This tall black guy, we're gonna roll out and let's check out some Cleo Soul, all right? Brand new Cleo Soul, a track called Rewind. Stay locked, y'all. You're listening to iLive Radio, and this is Honey Drop.
You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.
Hurdles, fell in a puddle, lost my mind, lost in time. Don't press rewind, don't press rewind. I was on my own, and Mary didn't know, and I couldn't call Flo. He was stuck in the studio. Had the incense burning, and the neighbor's boyfriend was always barking about nothing, sleepless nights, the deepest cries. Don't press rewind, don't press rewind. Femi's hype now. She said let's go out, but she weren't to know. My account said 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I prayed for change, somehow it came. I learned my lessons and embraced my blessings. Good things take time. Keep on trying. It's alright. Don't press rewind.
Honey Drop.
Shoulders
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming. Come get your mans, little nigga bugging me. Just leave the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even pass me that, I don't want none of it. These niggas mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa. Watch what you're saying, all that popping and shaking got me hot as a laser, my posse deep in our raiding. We got the proof of the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, vintage guess over bait. Quick put the bread on me, bitch. Bitch, you bet I'ma bank it. Piggy flat in the blanket, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a room full of Asian hoes and do blow all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out, all the problems gotten easy to bury. Rather drown them in Hendrix, rather kiss on my merit. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take your mama to the Marriott and wear it out. Took me so long to get it, I'ma spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, look, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag,
Yeah. Plantain and champagne for my candy cane queen. It's a brown sugar thing. Plantain and champagne for my candy cane queen. It's a brown sugar thing. Yeah.
Take it back with me. Take it back to the rules. I want you to be here with me. You know what to do. Take it back with me. Take it back to the rules. Where the sugar's brown, where we're heading now.
It's like, I know your soul, I'm so involved with your on everything you told, I pay attention. I hate the opinions that we provoke, like in privacy or control, misleading us to evoke our love intentions. You're present with your pre, your slanted eyelids, define hips. I see you cap walking your Achilles. I don't.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you.
That I'm picking, only choosing if you're deaf. Others I discovered tried to get a piece, but couldn't understand for body language makes a better speech. I got a place that we could play a couple symphonies and maybe even roll that bumping willow till you feel at ease. Like in one of the similes. Simile, your feelings ain't tainted. The image of a man is what another G painted. My picture ain't perfect, so I'm trying to refrain from a lame portrait. So let me cook you plantain if you stay. Let me cook you plantain if you stay.
Take it back with me. Take it back to the rules. I want you to be here with me. You know what to do. Take it back with me. Take it back to the rules. Where the sugar's brown, where we're heading now.
I wanna cook for you, plantain or plantain if it's good with you. I'm just trying to show you game, no. This ain't no periodic chemistry. There's elements stating that it's deeper than appendices. Aroused by a loud, thick brown skin. My shea but a soul and my queen needs crowning. About since I met her at a school, though, the Cuba. Gold in the junior calm for a Kama Sutra. I had a vision of us sitting with books. Belly bound by linens, feeling as good as it looks. Ordered food for thought, conversations and concepts. Caught using my manners at your table of content. Loving how you love to educate me. I stare into your eyes and I know you elevate me. I ain't moody in your aura. Got a little champagne, now let me pour a cup for you. I got a little champagne, let me pour a cup for you.
Take it back with me. Take it back to the rules. I want you to be.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yes,
Second guessing, is it a curse or a blessing? And if your mind's a testing, let me help with the question. And if you ever feel flat, baby, jump back. I know that you're on glad.
Honey drop.
You've been gone for some time, now you're back again. In and out, you come and go like seasons. Never called to check on me like you're telling me you. So in love of the above, and I'm so confused. Gave you all I need, babe. Now I want it back. So tired of all the pain you put me through. Oh, you don't realize you treat me so good, no. But I still care for you. That's why you do what you do. Don't know why I keep holding on to you, playing these games. When I thought your love was true, ain't even in the shame. Since you play me like a fool, all up in my mind. Boy, you got me so confused. I try to give myself some time to get over you, but these memories won't fade from my mind. Never thought that I could live my life without your love. That's exactly what I feel, and the way that I feel. Gave you all of me, you turn around and play me like a fool. It's so hard for me to break away from loving you. That's why you do what you do. Don't know why.
Honey drop.
Holding on to you, playing these games. When I thought your love was true, ain't even in the shame. Since you play me like a fool, all up in my mind. Boy, you got me so confused. Don't know why I keep holding on to you, playing these games. When I thought your love was true, ain't even in the shame. Since you play me like a fool, all up in my mind. Boy, you got me so confused.
Honey drop.
Mathematic. At it again. We're gonna do something kinda smooth for y'all. Let's check it.
blase, blase, blase. That's all I hear nowadays. Move out the way, my sound do justice, and you can trust this. I travel space like a comet, and on the illustrious. Plus I'm getting sick of names, tied down to categories. I bust frames, reinvent the present and the future, and what you used to. Battle Lucifer and bring the truth to y'all. Who the microphone is, and standing for himself and own this. You never truly know unless you be me. Live my life in 5D, fifth dimension. I'm reaching back and forth, extension, in possession of my own black hole, of which I control. Reconstruction of matter from mental data. Reveal my powers and those ensure themselves scatter. Living where human beings empowered by God gather. I'm making music for the mind, soul, bruise for the body. Improve every line, flip rhymes in the party, spread peace every year. To the fam, that's what I be. It's true for the youth, the reality that I see. Cause I could be me, and you could be you, and they could be them. It's easy to do, so ride with the song, and let's get it on and build a bond so strong, it can't be wrong. Not bound by any, third eye seen plenty. Formulation of a skill I reveal may vary. Multi-versions of myself contribute to my health. Different dimensions and chambers of angles is how I dealt and never solve, always evolve. My work stay in progress, obvious. God's angels fight against apocalypse. Watching us feeling threatened, try stopping us, popping us with weapons of precision. Try locking us up in prison. Try to hide the wisdom from knowledge kept hidden, but found with subconscious vision. And all you got to do is listen and choose the right decision. And yo, I'm focused with new eyes. I'm fall for their true lies. This vision right here from two guys that exercise with elements of this culture. Use relevance for the structure. Intelligence the conductor. Checking out what we up to. We making music for the mind, soul, bruise for the body. Improve every line, flip rhymes in the party. Spread peace every year with the fam. That's what I be. It's true for the youth, the reality that I see. Cause I could be me, and you could be you, and they could be them. It's easy to do, so ride with the song, and let's get it on and build a bond so strong, it can't be wrong. And yo, this life seen a path from math to craft. If you put half with half, what you have is whole. Mental on an instrumental, highly influential. Combine stencil, paper with a pencil, or maybe man and machine, a plan for the team. Let's combine, connect minds, reality for the dream. God combination for creating, man, woman procreating. Shit the devil promoting, I'm not relating.
Your ability to overcome anything that is in your path. And let's look at this.
Yeah, I'm making music for the mind, soul, bruise for the body. Improve every line, flip rhymes in the party. Spread peace every year with the fam, that's what I be. It's true for the youth, the reality that I see. Cause I could be me, and you could be you, and they could be them. It's easy to do, so ride with the song, and let's get it on and build a bond so strong, it can't be wrong. I'm making music for the mind, soul rules for the body, yeah.
Honey Drop.
All right, y'all. You're locked into iLive Radio. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop. And yeah, I've gone in a few different directions here this evening, right? But that's how I feel. My emotions are in a few different directions, so that's where we're going to go. Let me tell you a little bit about who we heard. So we started off with the two tall black guy joints that I told y'all about. Jumped into some Cleo Soul with a track called Rewind. That's off her latest Rose in the Dark, and Bandcamp. You know, that's where I get all my stuff from, Bandcamp, and a lot of Apple purchase as well. But Bandcamp, the money goes directly to the artist, which is a more, I guess, effective way for them to see funds, especially right now in these times. After that, we listened to a Jay Versace joint, Cross My Mind. That one, of course, you recognize as a Jill Scott remix that he's done. Anderson .Paak, track called Bubblin'. That's also a remix that was just very recently released on Bandcamp. After that, we heard some Kin K from his latest album, A Penny's Worth. We've been listening to a few King K tracks over the past few weeks. Some have fallen in the 10 drop, but definitely an MC that has caught my attention for the way he sort of bubbles around a beat verbally, right? That one called Plantain and Champagne, featuring Saffron Grace. And I won't say nothing about the fact that he said plantain and it rhymed with champagne. You know, it's plantain. But that's a debate that we'll save for another day. Not plantain, plantain. Track after that, Yeah, Definitely is the name of that one, by Hugh B and Set One. That one's a brand new release as well. Just came out 2 days ago on Bandcamp. Coffee Beats. I bumped into this. It's like a collective jazz hop album, and it's a series of producers that have put together this. I think it's about 18 tracks by different producers, and this one, Under the Sound of My Voice here, is one of those producers, Kaleido, with a track called Ramen Shop. Right before this, we heard a track by Mathematic, who is an MC out of Toronto, and you know, Mathematic, when I first started doing radio over a decade ago, long time ago, Mathematic was an MC that would come through the station. I absolutely then rate him as easily one of the top MCs in our city, and recently releasing an album called Realism, and the track that we heard called God Angel. We're going to hear more from Mathematic tonight. Definitely lock in. At the top of the hour, we're going to get into the 10 drop, and he's got one of them joints in there as well. But big up to Math. It's been a long time since, I've seen that brother or spoken to that brother, but it's a beautiful thing to just hear the same quality and capture of word coming out of him then is still, and it's just upped. It's crazy. Y'all got to get that album for sure. Realism by Mathematic. We heard a little bit from Minnie Manchester, one called Holding On, and that's where we're at. So we have a little bit less than an hour and a half to go. I still got a lot that I want to throw at y'all. We are going to get into actually track called another one off of Tall Black Guy. This one by Tony Osier. Sopacio Jones, who is one of our Soul Fest alumni. Last time she came down with Tony Osier, and as a music producer, a musician himself, a vocalist, absolutely talented, soulful, crazy individual, but he has lent his voice and sound to this track here, FIYE. And you'll see what those letters mean if you just follow and take a listen to the actual words that are going on in this track. So off of the latest album, Restless As We Are, from Tall Black Guy, all really in response and in reflection of what's going on. I can't even say just in the United States, because it's a global thing right now. The issues and such that we're seeing with the police recklessness, the lawlessness of the police is what I'll say. The lack of leadership coming from the United States, the pandemic that we have just traveling across the globe, and then to see in a time like that the whole world is kind of raveling around this one cause, that it's time to see some equality among human beings and reflection among people as human beings. So a lot of artists, and we're going to hear a little bit of those, a few of those tonight, are reflecting upon what is going on right now. This track we're going to get into is one of those tracks. So sit back. We got some time to go. The top of the hour, we're going to jump into the 10 drop. 10 vibes that caught me this week, y'all, and we're going to enjoy them together, all right? So stay locked, relax, be easy. I'm taking it easy a little bit this evening. Let's just have a vibe, all right? Big up to those y'all on Facebook Live. I see you, Desiree D. I see you. This is one of our Soul Fest alumni now as well, part of Soul Fest 2020. Banuji, my old teammate. I'm going to give shout-outs before I roll back into vibes. Anthony Stoff, thank you for rolling through. DJ John Jack, blessings, my love. And thank you for being as conscious as you are. I feel like sometimes I'm screaming out into a dead space of air, but to see that right now everybody around me is also collectively feeling and experiencing the same way. Big up to Carl Henry, I see you. Sandra, Sandra, my friend and my soca size Punisher. Thank you for locking in, and thank you for bringing your folks as well. Jerzino, my family, we got to buckle in. We got a lot of work ahead of us, y'all. There's so much exciting stuff I want to tell you guys about iLive right now, but I can't. I have to keep it under wraps. Secret stuff, but incredible stuff. And the team here, we're working really hard in the background to expand and do some things for y'all. To my nephew, Bernie, blessings, my love. Thank you for locking in, and I miss you. As soon as they let me fly, I'm coming to y'all, all right? I'm getting right back on a plane and coming to the islands immediately. Kenny, my iLive family, make sure you lock in to Give Me the Night on Saturdays at noon. He is here each and every week with straight grooves. He definitely had me making it nicely through the city in the vehicle yesterday. DJ Claudius, thank you. Mo, my condolences to you, my love. My alumni and family from Coppin. I know what you're feeling, you know. My daddy's anniversary is rolling up on me this week, and I know what you're feeling. In these times, just feel what you have to feel and do it unapologetically. All right, I love you. Big up to Sims, I see you. Wow, y'all are really rolling through, eh? To Daryl, I see you as well out of St. Lucia. I'll see you soon one day too. Jordan, DJ Deep Sound. No Sessions today. Sessions, he sold us out. I'm gonna talk trash while he's not here. And Senric, blessed up to you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys for locking in, man. That's a nice little roll out there. So let's get into this track. Tall Black Guy, off of Restless As We Are. This one here with Tony Osier, a track called F-I-Y-E. You gotta listen to know what that means, right? But as long as you listen, that means that you're gonna stay locked with me. You're here on iLive Radio, and this is Honey Drop, y'all. Let's go.
You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio. Honey Drop.
Time Keep the mesh close, but let the wind blow. Circulate the energy, let the new day that the universe granted me into me. Enemies keep that same energy. I still love you though, hate to be the end of me, cause I'm so grateful. I got more than a plate for. I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. What you wait for? You got many things to be thankful for. That's why I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate, Closed eyes, visualize and get hindered while they detail my prize. Life size, see it before I get it, feel it before I have it, before you know it, I'm in it. This moment was already predestined. Get what I ask for as long as I put my best in. So while you lay in your head at the Best Western, I'm up with the sun putting my request in.
Honey Drop.
I'm so grateful. I got more than a plate for. I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. What you wait for? You got many things to be thankful for. That's why I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate,
Honey Drop. Honey Drop.
Yo. Feel like Martin Luther with karate by the hip. Promise in the promised land, I get there in a bit. I started in the bits, no Alecki in the crib. Shivered through the winter, we was living candlelit. Inceptions in my vision, tone spinning like the room. Dreaming like I'm Eve, never caving like the cruise. You wouldn't have a clue, I've been dealing with my doubt. Trying to be the top boy, living out in summer house. Even if I die, they could never box me in. Even if they try, it's like the lining of my trim. They're the grave shift, man, I'm shifting out the grave. Plotting every day till it's pinky in the brain. Never giving up, I'm as selfish as they come. Rather skip the fun to be picking up my funds. Trying to stay afloat, got me wading through the waves. But even if I sink, I feel like Anderson and Sway. Even if I slip, man, I gotta get grip. Things hold up in timber, so I'm dreaming of the sticks. If I'm paid a penny for my thoughts, I'll be rich. Out here for the ifs, Reggie Denny get a brick. Even if I slip, man, I gotta get grip. Things hold up in timber, so I'm dreaming of the sticks. If I'm paid a penny for my thoughts, I'll be rich. Out here for the ifs, Reggie Denny get a brick. Had to make it flip. I fly like your hero through the night sky. You might sight my ego with your blind eye. Took a little trip down the Wimmy Strip. Jelani's with a chick. Then I got a dip. I'm from a tenement. We knew our tenement. Finding money in the couch, trying to make a pretty pence. When I was a kid, olders give me licks. Said I wouldn't move, but never was I stiff. Remember those days, eating sardines out the tin. Fishing for a hook, made enough to fill the fin. Out here on a limb, only with my kin. That make me feel good when I didn't have a thing. Check the way I think, man's a Musa with the cash. You trying to buy a mortgage, I'm trying to buy the land. Trying to do it big, autism with the focus. I shook the hand of Vishnu as I stole the flying lotus. Said I'm gonna win, wasn't dreaming when I wrote this. Swimming tonic wine, diving in my magnum opus.
Honey Drop.
I slip, man, I gotta get grip. Things hold up in timber, so I'm dreaming of the sticks. If I'm paid a penny for my thoughts, I'll be rich. Out here for the ifs, Reggie Denny get a brick. Even if I slip, man, I gotta get grip. Things hold up in timber, so I'm dreaming of the sticks. If I'm paid a penny for my thoughts, I'll be rich. Out here for the ifs, Reggie Denny get a brick. Had to make it flip.
Once again, Tip. You're on point fight. Once again, Tip. You're on point fight. Once again, Tip. My style is great, action peoples cannot dominate. My rhymes are harder than last night's erection. Don't blame it, host, I have this mic up in your midsection. My shit is love, simply meaning that my joint is tight. Amping up the mic, making sure production's tight. Sometimes I might catch a severe case of writer's block, but by the end of the day, you'll be on my job. Real name's Malik, my hobby's putting MCs to the test. And if you run, I put my foot up in your friggin' chest. Freestyle fanatic, and never will it ever stop. Your crew is his, you might just wanna call the cops. Yo, I gotta put some action on paper. Make sure my verse jump up and spread out like the raper. The only tip I got for a waiter is watch the doorknob hit me where the dirty dog should have bit me. That was my train of thought, but for so long I fought. Now I'm at a level supreme to the devil. So turn up the bass and lay low on the treble. We be the Willie kids and you dead with the shovel. Revitalize, revital tribe, nigga. The ladies sweat the style like the squirrel sweat the nuts. You know what fella's good for the moolah. Don't smoke no rulers. We the men call me Slick Tip the ruler. I've been treading on this globe, man, for 25 joints. Sometimes Shaitan got me by the pressure points, but I could break a fella down like sex. You eat wheat checks, but still lighting that and can't flex. If one nigga front, I'ma make Mo pay, cause tonight we getting off like OJ. And yo, I got a dog that bites the barking. Yo, I got a crew with the beats and the smarts in. I float up on Linden and I 192. Forever right and ever biting, ain't else to do. Hope in the battle, but most MCs ain't ready yet. But if they utter one word, then it's as good as set. You have MCs dropping bombs, that's incredible. Some other brothers, their styles are just despicable. As for me, see, I just do how I love to do. Try to deny me of my props and I'll be seeing you. Most of you suckers wanna be down for the tag along. The friggin' fame, someone tell them that it ain't games. You got to do this from your heart, meaning your inner soul. And if it's real, only then will you be on a roll. I try to stay on top of my game, there ain't no time to lose. For album leavers, a question, but still we paying dues. So hear me out one time, you got to be yourself. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. I'm coming rugged with the Linda Bully type of slang. And yo, we'll see who can hang. Yo, you're on point, Tip. You're once again fight. You're on point, Tip. You're once again fight. You're on point, Tip. You're once again fight. Hey, yo, that kid is noise.
Did it to me once again, my friends. Swear you do it to me every time. Hey, cause you stay crazy on my mind. Oh, boy, you got it going on.
Honey Drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.
Stick around. sunshine.
Don't stop, just do it.
Of all the hearts you have changed mine and my mind. Day by day, you're proving your love consistently. Others try to deny you. All right with me, 'cause I know the truth, and it's you.
All right, y'all. You're locked into iLive Radio. My name is Lucia Dee, and this little segment here is called Honey Drop, each and every Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. We are in Toronto, where I'm broadcasting from. But if you jump on to, so to get to, Toronto side, it's to.iliveradio.com. I also have my family out in the UK doing the same, but with a different group, because, it's a different thing over there. You know what I mean? That's a terrible English accent, but that's what I was going for. uk.iliveradio.com, and definitely make sure that you take a listen to my UK family over there. Big shout out to those of y'all here on the Facebook live stream. I see you, Daryl. I see you, my love. Blessings to you. Thank you for tuning in. And Frank, I see you as well. I see my alumni, my alma mater. Folks from Coppin are popping in to check on me. I dig that. So the sounds that we've heard since I last was chatting to you, we started with that Tony Osier joint, FYIE, Meditate, Rejuvenate by Edson Sean. That's off of his latest Relax, Relate, Release. Kin K again, another track by Kin K called Wimmy, off of his latest A Penny's Worth. That one just dropped very recently. And track right before this one was one of my favorites. Y'all know I've played that track in so many different remixes in so many different forms, and I think I danced just as hard each and every time. Tall Black Guy versus 14KT this time with a track called Power of Same featuring Lucina. This one here, under the sound of my voice, Beats Beneath feature producer of the past, Maverick Soul, and one track in there that I didn't mention, but I gotta mention, J Soul once again remixed that classic track. But what I really want to tell y'all about with J Soul, you have to jump onto his Bandcamp, y'all, because for the past few years, even here on Honey Drop, he's dropped the album with Wordsworth. At this rate, he's put out a few albums, Neutronic Suite, The Beat Treats. He's been dropping gems all this time. COVID has sparked this brother. So a few weeks back, what he did was get into his vocal feels once again, because he's also a vocalist on top of being just a ridiculous soul, neo-soul, hip-hop, Afro electric soul producer. He's also a vocalist. So he's recently released a series of tracks with Mind Design's production under it, and he is just taking the vocal reins on this particular one. Y'all gotta jump on to Bandcamp and check it out. It's Mind Design and J Soul, and it's an absolutely beautiful piece of work. He's taken some of my favorites from Mind Design and laid his voice over them, and yeah, it's a thing. You have to definitely listen to it. Now we've got 5 minutes before we get into the commercial break. On the top of that hour, we're going to get into the 10 drop. So 10 tracks that just caught my attention this week. Yes. So I'm hoping, so far I've been kind of easy with it. I played a few tracks that are very pointed with regards to some of the things that are going on. And if you all don't know what I'm George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and now, within the past 24 hours, Rayshard Brooks. I don't know what is going on. The fact that there are cameras everywhere seems to not be stopping the killing of black people out there. And I think that at this point, it's very shell-shocking, right? I think the fact that the pandemic is going on at the same time, and I know some people don't believe it's real, some people think it's a fake thing, whatever your position is on that, there is something in the air that is killing off a lot of people very quickly and has us locked in our homes. So I think the fact that we are all keeping inside and we can't socialize, we can't be out and about, we have nothing to do but to sit back and reflect on where you place yourself on some of these issues, right? If you're a black person, you have no choice. You are in it because your skin is the cause of it. And minorities altogether, here in Canada, I can throw our indigenous peoples into the same boat as what's going on into the United States, because police are killing those people. The women and the children are disappearing and nobody's doing a thing about it. So we here in Canada, our hands are not clean. But right now, I gotta send some light and love out to my American friends and family, because honestly, sitting back, looking at what's happening to y'all, it's astonishing and it's scary, because there's nothing but a border that separates us, right? But I have about a minute to say this, but check where you stand in this thing. Right? Here in Canada, we come up fairly multicultural. Our schools are a mishmash of all sorts of races and such. That does not mean that there isn't racism here, because it is. Ours is just very polite, if I can put it like that. But you have to, if you've been silent on these things now is not the time to do that anymore. Right? It's in your face now. You've now seen the murder of a human being right in front of your face. So it's not easy. It's not as simple as sitting back and saying it doesn't affect you, because it does, right? And as militant as it may sound, burn it down until you get what you got to get. You know what I'm saying? I am not condoning violence, and I'm not condoning, setting fire to neighborhoods and things like that. But I find personally, when I hear the arguments that buildings matter, which an American governor came out with this week, buildings matter. If I was in that city, no word of a lie, something would be going up in flames. Buildings don't matter more than the human beings that are being killed for foolishness. A boy, the past 24 hours, was shot by police because he fell asleep in his car. I've done that how many times? So you fall asleep in your car and you die for that? Granted, he fired off a taser at him, but by God, if I was a black person getting stopped by police, I think I would trip out too at this point. Because chances are you're not going to make it out well. Right? Don't get me started, y'all. 1 minute to this commercial break. We're going to come back and get into the 10 drop. You're listening to iLive Radio. I'm going to calm down, y'all. I'm going to calm down. Stay with me, all right? Let's go.
You are now listening to iLive Radio.
Hey, what's up, Toronto? My name's Bosco, and you're listening to iLive Radio.
This is Dwight Drummond from CBC News Toronto, and you're listening to iLive Radio.
Hey, what's going down, man? It's your boy Trix, a.k.a. the Human Jump Off, man. You locked into iLive Radio. They changed the way I listen to radio, man.
Well, y'all listen to iLive Radio. My name is Steve Boyd of Parliament Funkadelic, and we want to thank iLive Radio for keeping the funk alive all over the world, worldwide.
Hello and welcome to the promo for Always Digging. My name is Jeff Skull, aka DJ Scully Funk. Every Sunday afternoon, my partner Gary, aka DJ Gaza Taylor, and I choose a theme and play our favorite songs that fit that theme. Tune in right here every Sunday from noon to 2 on iLive Radio.
Attention, all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent urban styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our urban music nation. All urban music followers under one umbrella. Urban Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of urban music. Free memberships are available now. urbanmusicnation.ca. Urban Music. One voice. Strength in unity.
Hi, my name is Derek Roach, local musician, music producer, and educator in Toronto. I hope everyone is safe and healthy during this time and keeping busy making your life and those lives around you better. I've created a support page for all local Toronto and Ontario musicians and entertainers called Toronto Musicians Fight for COVID-19 Revenue Rights. Our mission is to fight for the loss of income for all Toronto, Ontario musicians and entertainment professionals due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. Recently, we've learned that the government is thinking about not extending the $2,000 we get per month. We need the CERB program extended and continued into 2021 until they will allow us back to work. If you have concerns or have been affected by this, please join our group. Thank you for taking your time to listen, and a big thanks to Jason Henry from iLive Radio for supporting local musicians, entertainers, and entertainment venues.
This is Lightworks with V Swizzle. She's a hip-hop geek influenced by Dilla Beats. Tune into her show each and every Monday, 8 till 10 p.m. on iLive Radio UK, where the vibe is funky, chunky beats interwoven with lost funk hits for sound innovation. This is Lightworks with V Swizzle on iLive Radio UK.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
You are locked into iLive Radio. We are back on the top of the hour, 6:03 p.m. here in Toronto, and it is time for the 10 drop, y'all. 10 sweetest vibes of the week. Ones that caught my attention that I've been waiting to share with y'all since I've been, lollygagging on hiatus for a minute. But I got some sweet ones for you. Now, I'm going to start our 10 drop with a bit of a slower vibe. And I think I'm doing this in preparation. Starting the first week of July, we are reigniting our Quiet Storm Mondays. So every Monday from 10 to midnight here on iLive Radio, we're going to be doing a rotation of DJs. It's not just one that's going to be taking the realm, but it's about 7 of us that are going to rotate week by week and share with you guys some sweet slow jams for your Monday nights. All right. So there's different vibes. There's some that are some rare groove vibes like sessions. There's the normal R&B-ish kind of Quiet Storm vibes. Sessions last year said mine was very moody because I'm going to play my neo soul, future soul, slow jam vibes. I'm going to do it how I do. So each and every Monday from 10 to midnight, starting first Monday in July, we're going to be doing Quiet Storm Mondays. Now, I say that, talking about the Mondays, but the very first Sunday of July, we are going to have, I think it's our third annual Sound Clash, right? This is where last Sound Clash we had, DJ Intellects was successful in taking the crown in a very raucous kind of way. This year we're going to do it again. So the Sunday prior, we are going to start our Sound Clash at 2 p.m. and I'll get the date on it. My brain is like, it's slipping. I'm getting old, and I don't want to lie to y'all. So before we get out of here, I'm going to give y'all the date. But first Sunday, tune in from 2 p.m. On till 5 p.m. We're going to have our first sound clash of this particular season and this particular year, as a matter of fact, all right? And then Mondays, 10 to midnight, slow jams, Quiet Storm Mondays here on iLive Radio with our rotation of soundsmiths, all right? So y'all got to be there for that. Now, let's get into this 10 drop. Starting off with a bit of a slow vibe. That was a perfect segue into telling y'all about slow jams, Quiet Storm Mondays. So Passio Jones very recently has released this track here called Flight. And absolute Soulfest alumni. We've had her down in the city a few times now from out of LA. I can't wait to get out there to her side. Well, I don't know anymore because America's tripping right now, but prior to this, I would really have loved to get out to LA. I don't know about right now. I don't know. I gotta think about it. But so Passio Jones in at number 10 tonight, y'all. This track called Flight, starting off our 10 drop. Let's go.
Feeling like a satellite. Flight, flight, floating high above the lights. Flight, flight.
The 10 drop.
The night is young, the night is right. Flight, flight, heavy feelings feeling right. Flight, flight. Take a load off your shoulder. It's the sweetest hangover you ever woke to. Think about how we lit the fire and burned down that room. I don't want for no other. It's all just for you. Feeling like a satellite. Hey, yeah. Floating high above the lights. Flight, flight. Oh, oh. The night is young, the night is right. So right. Flight, flight, so right. Feelings feeling right. Flight, ooh, yeah. Maybe I should take my time to get it right. Fill my cup with something smooth that I can move to. All I ever wanted was to love you. I can be your truth. I can be your dad. I'll take you there.
Honey drop. The 10 drop.
Yes, yes. In at number 10 this evening, y'all, this is Passio Jones with Flights. Yes, you got to see Passio do her thing live, man. This song, I'm waiting to see it. It's a very, very sensual vibe, and I can only imagine how she gets into people's skin with this one. But we'll see it soon, when travel opens up and ting. Now, coming in at number 9 this evening, I'm going all the way across to the UK with Cleo Soul, and we've heard her here on Honey Drop here over the past few weeks, recently dropping her album Rose in the Dark, and this particular track at number 9 is the title track of that album. So Cleo Soul in at number 9. Check this one, y'all.
Honey drop. The 10 Drop.
I'm a little wiser, baby. I'm a little kind of baby. After all these years, it's time to let you know. See, I learned some things, oh baby. Finally spread my wings to save me. Yes, I lost myself, that's why I had to go. And the light came, my baby, right after I forgave me. And I prayed so hard, I thought I'd lose my mind. I'm a little stronger, baby. Took a little longer, maybe. Tell my younger self to enjoy the ride. Do you know, do you know, do you know I'm doing better? Do you know, do you know, do you know I'm doing better?
Honey Drop.
I'm a little softer, baby. Fighting's exhausting, baby. After all these tears, it's time I let it go. It's kinda hard to say, my baby, when you're in pain, my baby. When your life is breaking down and it's out of your control. But then the light it came, my baby, right after I forgave me. And I prayed so hard I thought I'd lose my mind. I'm a little stronger, baby. Took a little longer, maybe. Tell my younger self to enjoy the ride. Do you know, do you know, do you know that things get better? Do you know, do you know, do you know? I had to grow the rose in the dark. I had to grow the rose in the dark. Everybody sees you falling apart. I had to grow the rose in the dark.
Yes, yes. In at number 9 today, y'all. This is Cleo's Soul with Rose in the Dark off of her latest album, Rose in the Dark. Jump onto Bandcamp, y'all. That one is there waiting for you. Now, it's been a while since I did some international diving, right? This track here, in at number 8 this evening, this is coming out of Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil. Now, it's a contemporary jazz and hip-hop blend of music. With producer Omeg One, Calmeo Tranquis, Guima Santo, and collectively they are called Mental Abstrato. So in at number 8 this evening on the 10 Drop, I'm taking us all the way to Brazil, y'all. This one called Feeling Good, featuring Weezer Cinquina. And if I mashed up all them names, I'm sorry. It's the 10 Drop.
You know how I feel. Sun in the sky.
Honey drop, the 10 drop.
Yes, you're locked into iLive Radio, y'all, and we are here in the 10 drop, firmly planted in the honey drop with me, Lucia Dee. If you can see over my shoulder, Mr. Super Dramago has entered the building. Make sure you stay locked after I get done here at 7 p.m. Drama comes in with Retro Super Future, and I suspect he's got a lot of really important things to say, right? I'm going to get into that. Y'all know I've been kind of biting my tongue and holding it back for a little bit, trying to gather my thoughts, even though I've been popping off a little bit. Drama is one of the young people that are charging some of the change that's going on right now. So make sure you stay locked to Retro Super Future when I get done and have some of those discussions outright. It's wild times. Let's keep going before I get emotional again. Number 7. Where am I? Number 6 tonight here in the 10 drop. Heard a track earlier by this artist, Mathematic, and this is thorough, tried and true Toronto artistry, right? Been doing his thing from time. I'll just I'll give you a Toronto word, from time. He's been doing his thing from time. And the thing I love the most about Mathematic is, some artists you'll hear, they have this vocal ability that's off the charts, but then the production that they put their voice towards is trash, right? I can honestly say that if I go through every Math album that I have, the production, the sound under the actual lyrics that, I'm from the old school, man. I like when words mean something, and be it a story or be it a message or something, there's something coming out of the words, right? Math has always done this for me. So I'm telling you guys right now, I'm definitely plotting. I want to get him in here into iLive and just let us sit down and have a chat. It's been a long time since I sat down with this brother, so, I think that'd be a dope thing to do, so we will. But here in the 10 drop today, coming in at number 6, is that what I said, Drama? Is that what I said? This one here called 7 C's off of his latest album, Realism. You're locked into iLive Radio, y'all. This is Honey Drop, and this here is the 10 drop.
The 10 drop.
Check this out. Realism. Yeah. Yo. This life like waves in the ocean, I'm riding, I survive my days while I'm surfing, colliding with the faces of strangers and friends combining. Good vibes, good to be alive on the horizon. The black sun exercising my mind, and my speech float like a speedboat in my mind. And I skate over the surface of hi-hat with fly rap. Born to do it, stay true to it. Who could deny that? Could Could be high tide or low tide, my flows ride. Maybe new moon or full moon, I don't hide. Read the emotion of the planet and understand it. Every day I watch the sky and the cloud, don't take it for granted. It feel good swimming in my H2O flow. Back in the hood, my beginning was a B-boy pro. It's the power of the waterfall letting you know we the unstoppable, getting down in the show. Feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From the north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it be on repeat. I'm feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From that north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it be on repeat. Deeper, scuba diving to the monitor speaker. Reach the ocean floor and it get darker than the reaper. Need the darkness to know the light. We the black and the fact is a weaker something we could teach her. It's more than just one shade and topic to invade. New logic is the object, don't get locked in the cage. The ocean need plant algae, prey predator like we need black, brown, yellow, white, etc. Together is one and one is together. We build a human family with sisters and brothers and try to divide and conquer and thought it was clever. But the devil and his greed can't last forever. Paraglider, hope the scope of your vision is wide. Narrow-minded, then you missing who be on your side. Yo, it's math, go to war with you down the ride. Change the world, letting out of us what's inside. I'm feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From the north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it be on repeat. I'm feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From that north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it be on repeat. Clash of the Titans, lords of writing, exciting, reciting, inviting the masses. I'm enticing, fresh innovation, new combination, ill conversation, eliminate abomination, using calculated tactics. Evaluate the mathematic, how I be getting at it, perfectly formatted. Competition get dogmatic, consistently score, manage the victory soar. How we significantly more. I spit it with strictly raw, magnificent with it. Type to rush to the front of the crowd and see who is it. I find it's no surprise when you realize it's my team got magnified senses. Yeah, you know what's up, we relentless. Yeah, you know what's up, we relentless. Yeah, you know what's up, yeah, you know what's up, yeah, you know what's up, what's up, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We move around the planet, flowing like current, bringing it to you live and direct. Realism.
Yes, y'all. In at number 7 this week, this is Mathematic out of Toronto, legendary artist. I'll get my words together somehow. This one called 7 Seas, y'all. Now we're going to jump into another hip-hop track. This one, I'm reaching out over to Baltimore now. So we've gone to Brazil, we've gone to the UK, and now I'm going to shoot over to Baltimore. Substantial is who I'm speaking of. This track here, featuring T. Lucas and Stephanie Gale off of an album called Dirty Sneakers. Substantial very recently was a Beats Beneath featured producer. I think I'm going to have to do that again because like J Soul, this brother is still just dropping tracks, right? And I dig that. So in at number 6 this week, y'all, this is Substantial, T. Lucas, featuring Stephanie Gale with a track called Wishing Well.
The 10 drop.
It's frigid, cold outside, -2 degrees, a warm fireplace, eating crackers with some Gouda cheese, thinking about memories of a fonder time, played it on rewind, soon as you palmed your wine, I said I loved you, but right now I'm on the grind, can't afford to pay you attention cause it costs too high, peach from an orchard, sweet lullaby, my black orchid, beautiful picture we painted inside a cracked portrait. Can't describe the melodies of her exact softness, similar to Egyptian flutes played in Rolls Royces. We had the time of our lives and I made some poor choices, and now your heart remains closed like unboiled oysters. Thirsty for your love and I ain't left the kitchen in days. Your perfume lingers like Sade singing her pain, bringing the rain to a sunny day. Forget all of the money, babe, it's just me and you, now let's just run away.
This is meant to be, people don't want to
made them more lazy. Plan to paint a narrative of our lives, vivid as Scorsese. Taking trips to Cozumel, the waters of Haiti. Everything was all swell till you wanted a baby. My appetite was too lustful, hard to adjust to. Wanted a piece of the pie and wanted the crust too. Forcing you to live a lie, but still wanted to trust you. Found out yesterday that one of the homies had crushed you. Damn, the stain of the pain that remains on the brain. I'm playing 808s and heartbreaks for days upon days. I've been living in a dark place, but I never cave. Too much pride, rather go blind like Etta James. Now I'm just sipping my whiskey in doubles, like old timers trying to soak up my troubles. We used to take pictures in public as lovers, and now I'm just an insignificant other.
This is meant to be, and you're the one that's meant for me. Then through the ups and downs, what comes around, and baby, this is it for me. But if this is meant to fail, it becomes a living hell. Yeah, it's sad enough, but we had our fun, and I promise to wish you well.
Wish you well.
What did we do to get here? All the magic we had is disappeared. The opposite of right, so we do is fight. The love dreams and fight, and now it's unclear where we're going from this moment on. We're trying our best to retain that bond. It's clear to see there's no you and me. Doing all you remain in my memory.
Yes, yes. In at number 6 this evening, y'all. This is Substantial. T. Lucas, Stephanie Gale with Wishing Well. Off of the album Dirty Sneakers. Jump onto Bandcamp to get that one. Now, I want to send some major love. I just saw my sis pop on here. Blessings to you, KK. I see you. I'm kissing up your face. I see you there, love. Now, this next one I'm going to jump into in at number 5. This one is coming out of Detroit. And production is by Dean Beans and Jahi Crosby. So if you were able to come and see Soulfest, you would have seen Jahi perform with Zoe. Absolutely incredible artist, an incredible producer, because this track here bumps. Zanaya Aleke with Tempted, y'all, in at number 5.
Memories of you and me.
The 10 drop.
Always take me to a place I know I shouldn't be. Even though you're not the one that I'm supposed to see. I want to be in your arms right now. You always made me feel like no one has ever made me feel. You always make me rewind the memories in my mind. I wanna go back in time, even though that ain't right. I won't, but I'm tempted. I won't, but I'm tempted. I won't, but I'm tempted.
The 10 drop. Honey drop.
You had that type of adventure that had me contemplating leaving the altar. You had me smiling for no reasons. How I would just like to be in your arms right now. You always made me feel like no one has ever made me feel. You always made me rewind the memories in my mind. I wanna go back in time, even though that
The 10 drop. Honey drop.
All right, y'all. That one there in at number 5 this evening. That's Zanaya Aleke with Tempted, right? Yeah, man. Song makes me feel tempted. No, I'm just joking. It really doesn't, but I'm just playing. I'm just look at Drummer's face. No, it's a serious groove, right? Make sure you check that one out on Bandcamp as well. That's my go-to, Zanaya Aleke. Now, in at number 4 this evening, we've heard, I think, 2 this evening by Kin K. Wimmy and Don't Get Me to Lying, another one, off of his latest album. This one here, in at number 4 this evening, is Kin K paired with a favorite of mine, Children of Zeus. So I'm reaching right back over to the UK for this one. This track here, absolutely digging the entire album, but this one is a ting, all right? This is Top Down, Kin K and Children of Zeus, in at number 4, y'all. Let's go.
The 10 drop.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Sometimes I can feel the wind blowing through your hair, my skin. I don't care where we go, no destination. Move too fast, stay in control.
I wanna smile at the sun. Summertime vibe off the room. Can I catch a vibe with someone? I ride with my ones. Hands to the sky when I'm on. Wanna take a drive with my duns. I'm from the slum. Never like knives or the guns. But I still ride for my ones. Never hide that you dumb. Hands to the sky when I'm on. Wanna take a drive with my duns. Hey, look. Wacky racing on the east state. Woody in the posse laughing at me as we dream chase. The beast stay creepy in the coop, but we evade in the sugar book, doing 30 on a dream chase. Cause we're just trying to find honeys and work for the money so I can give mummy. I'm pop penning when I'm penning off my DNA. It's hard to Babylon in Babylon, so we speak change. Cause we're just trying to live that good life. You know, get it if it looks nice. Yeah, I fill her belly if she cook right. I see a penny on a hood vibe. Smiling when the weather ain't sunny. Tomorrow ain't promised, but I'll vow that I love me. Sunny sky, spending time with my slim ting. She'll look fly, wild kites in the crimson. Anything or anything. More cash buy me anything. I want stacks over anything. With a last on a Henry thing. Get me fries on a anything. Anything or anything. Anything or anything. More cash buy me anything. I want stacks over anything. With a last on a Henry thing. Get fries on a anything. Anything or anything. Down in the rain on the way now. Riding with Bay on the way now. You talking if you're late now. Swerving the lanes till we break down. Top down in the rain on the way now. Riding with Bay in the wave now. You talking if you're late now. Swerving the lanes till we break down.
Yeah, top down, sticky, nice, warm summer breeze. Them pink clouds in my rear view. That purple sky got me feeling like 100 G's. Mellow mermaids on Malibu, the soundtrack. Fifth gear, foot down, chasing sunsets. Plus the scenic view, got a brother feeling peaceful. A call to pick up my girl, she's with a girlfriend. See recline, they wanna park up where the world ends. Politicking from the backseat, we smoking loud. Stargazing with the roof down, we blowing clouds. Deep conversation, no explanation. Watch the world turn, learn there's no destination. Yo, the journey's where them jewels. I forget the rules. Travel light speed, we burn a new car, we making moves. Long as that music makes the windows rattle. You switch gears, give thanks, fight a different battle. Let's go.
Yes, you're locked into iLive Radio, y'all. We are here in the bottom half of the 10 drop. And this one here, this is, Lord have Lord mercy, Kin K and Children of Zeus with Top Down, y'all. Big track in at number 4. Now, we are about to roll into number 3. Get into the top 3 joints of the week. This one here, I had to pull up from Tall Black Guy's latest release, Relentless As We Are. This album, absolutely inspired by the events of what's going on right now. So, you know, I've gone through the UK, I've gone through Brazil tonight, I've gone through Los Angeles, Toronto, and now we're back in Detroit again with Tall Black Guy, right? So this track here is featuring 80s babies. Some conscious vibe and word going on here. This one called Gimme Mine, all right? Number 3 in the 10 drop, y'all. Stay locked. This is iLive Radio.
We are in a so-called free society. And as a black man, we literally don't feel free. We don't know what freedom is.
Every time we're killed, the first thing you see on the news is, criminal record. So how can I not be afraid when I feel like I'm being hunted? When I feel like I'm there to fill a quota?
The 10 drop.
It's not make-believe. A white man finally decides to take a knee to the neck of George Floyd is where it had to be. Now Colin Cap typing hashtag rest in peace. Let me see. Rule 1, stop watching. You worry about the footage, not the thought to try and stop it. We need to start busting back, but y'all still marching, thinking that we all can eat, but brothers still starving. I'm starving. A double pandemic, act like you know this. We ducking shots from cops and trying to hide from COVID. Why? Religion got us praying for the wicked. Now I'm walking out. God said an eye for an eye, so what you talking about? Exodus, the medicine, I'm sick, I'm about to offer them now. But a cash payout to the families, what they offer now. Damn. It's no gray area when they taking lives. Wow. So-called good white folks, take a side. Don't ride the fence and feel bad when they kill us. It's time to weaponize your white privilege and aim for the killers. Klan trade the sheets for a badge now. FBI identified, but they don't want to act now. I'm sick of seeing hashtags say his name. This is war, major pain. I'm talking about my heart and the character by Damon Wayans. When one of them don't make it home, that's gonna change the game. Now let's go change the game. GDs, BDs, Stones and Fours, Black Panthers, Vice Lords, Bloods and Crips, NOI, that's the answer. Not promoting violence, do what you gotta do. You don't acknowledge war, you part of the problem too. If black men being hunted not offending you, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, they're killing women too. I ain't prepared to really deal with this. My mind focused on my mama cause she really sick. But we can't jog, we can't talk, shut up and dribble. We can't breathe, sipping tea, rocking hoodies, eating Skittles. And good cops just as bad, y'all complicit. Y'all turn the other cheek, I think it's time to start snitching. Right now. Black folks searching for a leader. And that's the reason why they always gonna defeat us. Stop looking up to preachers and these speakers. If we stay on code, it's difficult for them to beat us.
Yes, this one here in at number 3 this week, y'all. This is Tall Black Guy featuring 80s Babies with Gimme Mine. This is off of his album Restless As We Are, and I'm sure if you listen to what was being said, the sentiments can't be more clear and true, right? There's a lot of injustice going on. Right now, I think the world is watching the United States in disbelief and awe. But I keep pushing, y'all. Don't stop. Not this time, right? However long it takes. Don't get me started in the middle of the 10 drop. Let's get into the number 2 track now. And it's along the same thinking, same vein, same theme, same topic, right? This is how the 10 drop, really how I'm going to roll out the 10 drop for the evening. Our top 3 are very particular and pointed with the message that's really going out. So Nina at number 2, again, one of my favorite MCs, really within my top 5 of all time. This one here, Pharoah Monch and Styles P, track called Same Shit, Different Toilet. In at number 2, y'all. This is the 10 drop.
Peace, God, I can't call it. Same dish, different toilet. When will the struggle go? Square one, we're back again. I'm about to lose control. What up? Please ease my soul, or I'm gonna get me again. They're burning crucifixes on my lawn again. They wanna hang it like an ornament. It's tormenting. Morning over yesterday, still yawning inside of a tournament. I can't win. Good morning, shotgun blast passed by my head. I'm a man, I'll tell you. I'm a man, I say. Pushed my daughter and my wife in the closet and slid my son up under the bed. Filled the Smith & Wesson with lead. Looked in the mirror, said, breathe. Now come on, breathe. I'm about to bring 6 Klansmen to their knees. A cold story that my old man told me. If you're wondering why I have so much pent up hostility inside of my soul and the memory still molds me, just take a glimpse into the mind of an OG. Underneath the oak tree in the shade where I hang at. That's the same spot my great grand used to hang at. Peace, God, I can't call it. Same dish, different toilet. When will the struggle go? Square one, we're back again. I'm about to lose control. Please ease my soul, or I'm gonna get me again. What up, P?
Same dish, different toilet. Can't call it long line of alcoholics in the van. My man gave me work, and I sat up on the strip and got knocked. A long line of homies in the can. Jail is the ship that don't sail, that hold the slaves. And the judge have you asking for bail like it's the wave. Like that's the wave. Meaning the slave even pays to be caged in, which is motherfucking insane. It's like we picking cotton again. 45's a Klansman, shit is rotten again. They gave us AIDS, gave us crack, now they plotting again. That boy ran, so they shot him, then they shot him again. That's sad. The same shit, make the tissue new. Make it 400 years, let's make the issues new. Why you love a dead black visual? I'm about to grab my gun, shit is critical. The devils is evil and all miserable.
Peace, God, I can't call it. Same dish, different toilet. When will the struggle go? Square one, we're back again. I'm about to lose control. What up? Please ease my soul, or I'm gonna get me again.
Yes, in at number 2, y'all, this week on the 10 drop, that's Pharoah Monch with Styles P. Same shit, different toilet, right? And I don't even have to explain that one. It really is. Same struggles and fights that we've been going through and talking about for decades now and centuries at this point, to be honest. You know, a lot of people have died over these same situations and same issues and such, and here we are fighting over the same shit in a different toilet. Don't get me started. Make sure you're locked in, y'all. www.to.iliveradio.com. I know Facebook Live here is hating on me a little bit. I played that one. It's Pharoah Monch, so you know they're going to lock it down a little bit. But, you know, just stay diligent. Rock with me. Now, this last track in at number 1, this one we released at the top of June, and I can actually say I'm super proud about this track and what it grew from. Now, we held the first ever online music festival, Soulfest 2020, last month, and it was a week-long festival, 18 different artists, and it was a beautiful thing. We spanned from the UK to United States to here in Canada, and this number 1, this track here in number 1, this is created by what we call the Soulfest Collective. And these artists came together and took a very classic track, a really timely track based on the times that we're living in right now, and just sent out some sound vibe that I think all of us need to hear at this moment, right? So Kemi Sulola, Kiara Leah, Blaze, Micah Chevalier, Alicia Glover, Carlos Morgan from here in Toronto, Casey Roberts, Yzma, Black Orchid, Cleveland P. Jones, and Gwendolyn Collins, the Soul Fest Collective. In at number 1 this evening, y'all, with Be Optimistic.
The 10 drop.
When in the midst of sorrow, you can't see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring.
You hear the voice of reason telling you this can never be done.
No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams. Yeah. Don't give up. Don't give in. As long as you keep your head to the sky. As long as you keep your head to the sky. As long as you keep your head to the sky. If things around you crumble, no, you don't have to stumble and fall. Keep pushing on and on. Don't you look back. No.
Oh, I know of storms and a strife. I've been around them all of my life.
Just think ahead and you'll be inspired. So reach higher and higher. You'll always do your best. If you learn to never say never, you may be down, but you're not out. That's what optimistic is all about. Yeah. You'll always pass the test. As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky.
I know life is difficult right now, but there's always sunshine after the rain. Keep your head toward the sky. They say it's the limit, but there's really no limit to what you can do. Be optimistic, stay true, and good things will surely come to you.
Although it seems you'll never win, you will always pass the test. As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky.
Honey Drop. The 10 dropped.
As long as you keep your head to the sky. Keep your head up.
Yes, yes. In at number 1 this evening, y'all. That's the Soul Fest Collective with Be Optimistic. I know y'all remember that track because it's definitely one in my young formative years that I absolutely loved and definitely used to sing out loud when I was going through some stress, right? So,
5 years old fan.
yeah. He said 5 years old. This brother back here. Drama said, yes, 5 years old. No, I was in my teens. What the hell? Oh my God. Holy crap. So let me tell y'all, tonight, this evening in the 10 drop, y'all, we definitely heard some joints. We started number 10 out in LA with Silpasio Jones, that track called Flight. In at number 9, Cleo Soul came with Rose in the Dark. Number 8 this evening, out of Brazil, Mental Abstrato, featuring Weeza Cinquina. I know I'm mashing that all up, but the track is called Feeling Good, and it definitely made me feel good, so forgive me for mashing up the names. Number 7 this evening, out of Mathematic here in Toronto, 7 C's, and I'm stamping it. I'm putting it that I definitely got to get math up in this station very, very soon. One of my favorite MCs here in the city. Number 6 tonight was Substantial and T. Lucas. That track featuring Stephanie Gale. Wishing Well is the name of that one. In at number 5, Zanaya Aleke. That one with my boy Jahi. Producing that one, a track called Tempted. Kin K and Children of Zeus came in at number 4. That track called Top Down. And Tall Black Guy and 80s Babies came in at number 3 with Gimme Mine. And this is where, we started to have some conscious conversations going on within the sound. Pharoah Monch and Styles P in at number 2 with Same Shit, Different Toilet. I cursed. Because that's how I feel today. Same shit, different toilet. And in at number 1, y'all, the iLive Collective, Be Optimistic, Kemi Sulola, Kiara Leah, Blaze, Micah Chevalier, Alicia Glover, Carlos Morgan, Casey Roberts, Yzma, Black Orchid, Cleveland P. Jones, and Gwendolyn Collins, our Soul Fest Collective with Be Optimistic. And that rounds out our 10 drop for the evening. Oh my God, I got 5 minutes left, y'all. I got to send some major love for those of y'all here on Facebook Live. Peter Miller, St. Peter. Now, if y'all never heard this brother sing, you better get to know something. Another Toronto great. Please, I'm waiting for you to send me some music, Peter. Melanie, I see you. Bless up to you. Nombuso, Crystal, Faye from Coppin. Much love, my ball player. We're family. That's how it goes. Love to you, Faye. Thank you to all of y'all that locked in with me here this evening. With my 5 minutes, I'm not ready, I'll say, y'all, to say a lot of the things that are on my heart about what's going on right now. As the mother of 2 black children and a black woman myself who has, oddly, because of my hair, had to endure a lot of bogus-ass discrimination. Until I get back here next week and I have something tangible to tell you all, what I can say is fight back and keep fighting back. Don't let up. Super Drama Go here coming in after me, much younger than me, y'all. And if you notice what's going on in the streets, it's the young people that are charging these efforts. And I have nothing but support and love for the young brother. For the young people, don't stop what you're doing, because we tried, and clearly what we did wasn't enough, because here our children and our babies are fighting in the streets for the same things that we and our ancestors have been fighting for and screaming for in all this time, right? everybody be safe out there. I know iLive is open back up, but please protect yourselves and stay safe. There's a virus going around, y'all, that's killing people. And I want to make sure that next week when I get back here, y'all are here rolling with me, all right? So I got one last track I want to run for y'all by Tall Black Guy. This one, it's called We Gotta Do Better. And we do. And this track is featuring Paul Theodore Chandler and Deborah Bond. Listen to the horns on this thing, y'all. And this is how we're going to go out tonight. Thank y'all for locking in. Make sure you check out my boy Super Drama goes 7 to 9 p.m. tonight. And new show here on iLive from 9 to 11. Lock in. I'll still be here. So, you know, DJ Elegance on that one. This is iLive Radio, y'all. Changing the way you listen to radio.
Honey Drop.
Our life is the expression of our inner potentialities. The individual, by his every action, serves the universe, and the great power of nature is ready to serve the individual if the individual influences the universe for the progression of the process of evolution. It is a simple and automatic process of give and take. As you sow, so shall you reap. We as human beings have the influence over the whole universe. Every one of us influences the entire universe by every little action. Obviously, we do not perceive it, but at every moment, we are either supporting or damaging the entire universe. Better we forget not the great responsibility that we can do and undo the entire creation. The joy of life is there. It depends on us whether we make use of our power and use it or lose it. We want to create all harmony, all peace,